to learn a language. Join millions of super learners progressing faster with features like no ads and unlimited hearts. Use personalized practice to target your weak areas and learn to speak, listen, read, and write more effectively. Whether your goals are personal or professional, get the boost you need with Super Duolingo.
What's good with you? How you doing this morning? I was listening to like some other artists on this thing just to see what inputs they use to get their sounds. Beef diplomat? What the fuck? It got chopped and screwed, but I can never get a chopped and screwed song. Mm. I think these are just instrumentals though. Mm. Why you up so early, bruh? You ain't sleeping, man? You ain't going back to sleep? Well, you gotta get up this early for work? Or what you doing, man? And you said it's 4 in the morning, and it's 7 for me. So you on the West Coast? You in Cali? Where you at? You in Cali? You in Washington State? Over there by Mount Rainier? Are you in uh what else over there? Utah? He said, I ain't even slept yet. What the fuck? What the hell? Is you okay? Is everything all right? He said, I ain't even been asleep yet. It's full. You good? As long as we good though. It be like that sometimes.
I can't stand it when I download a game. Full of ads. Can't offline. Need to pay.
I had to do my little Spanish lesson this morning on Duolingo.
No Wi-Fi needed. 100% free. Vita Mahjong.
Vita Mahjong.
Designed for seniors. Large tiles. Big font. Easy on the eyes. 87.5% of seniors play Vita Mahjong to prevent memory loss and get better sleep. Download now.
Vita Mahjong. Okay, can we skip the ads and get back to my lesson, my Spanish lesson? Wasting all my fucking weed up here. Alright, so my Spanish lesson for today is done. Alright, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did Spanish this morning.
Some of the shit going on in the world that you should probably know about. In Australia, pro-Palestinian protesters have had a few clashes with police outside the International Land Defense Exhibition. Melbourne police have arrested over 20 demonstrators, and the event is planned to go on for another day. In Sudan, at least 31 people were killed and over 100 were wounded when the Rapid Support Forces shelled the city of Sennar. And I'm sorry that I have to keep using this graphic, but there's not a lot of video footage of this stuff. Israel struck a school being used as shelter for refugees in New Zerat, killing 18 people, including 3 Red Cross members. Israel, of course, says that they were targeting a Hamas compound. And in the United States, over 290,000 people have been left without power across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama after Category 2 Hurricane Francine beat the shit out of them as it passed through. Oh, and if you live in Kentucky, that random highway shooter still hasn't been caught yet. Follow me if you give a shit. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and here's some of the shit
random
going on
highway
that you
shooter?
should probably know about. In Australia, pro-Palestinian protesters have had a few clashes with police outside the internet.
Highway shooting. And I'm gonna share this to my story so people can catch up on the news. Because I don't watch. People like, you support Trump. You support Trump. You must be watch Fox News all the time. You can't watch Fox News all the time. I don't watch no fucking news, bitch. I don't watch Fox News. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch C-SPAN, CBS, Al Jazeera, BBC. I watch clips of it. I watch clips of the news. I don't sit down there and watch the news. I watch people like this who take the time and scour the news waves and get the best stories and all the headlines and just tell me like really what's going on. So I don't watch news. My news I get from social media, and that's not a. I follow a few people who I really like on YouTube for news, and other than that, this is how I get my news. So I know that that hurricane, whatever, fucked up the mid South, and goddamn Hamas is still getting blamed for bombings on schools and children. And there's the news in a nutshell. The news in a nutshell. I can appreciate that because I'm not trying to sit there for 45 minutes worth of programming, 15 minutes worth of commercial advertisements for you to tell me the world is fucked up. Yo, Hans Roche, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What you been up to lately? Did you hear Green River killer got transferred to jail close to his old killing grounds? That's so stupid. Free Gaza. We gotta free Gaza, man. Free Gaza, man. I ain't saying fuck Israel or the Jews, but if y'all went through all this shit in y'all past and y'all collective history, why the fuck y'all trying to do this to other people? Don't do that shit to other people. Y'all fucking up right now. Oh man, you know what I meant to do too, guys? I might actually end this stream. Someone has been telling me to stream off of Twitch. And I do have a Twitch. I just don't use it. And I don't even think I have it downloaded on anything right now. So I may have to actually go to my Apple store and download the Twitch app. I'll just put it on this iPad. Well, that's gonna take a while to get up in there, but yeah, facts, Hans. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't want just like Trump said, man. I don't want nobody to win. I just want the killing to stop, man. Y'all need to just stop killing each other and let's talk about this shit, man. Let's talk. Okay, so Hans, I don't know if you heard my song that I recently wrote called "The Deep State." But let's listen to this song real quick. Let's listen to Deep State. So I wrote this song a couple of weeks ago. I've been using this AI music generator to bring my lyrics to life. So all you have to do is type your lyrics into this program, and then you hit create, and then it makes a song for you. So here's my song right here. I call this one Deep State. So these are all my lyrics that I wrote myself, and then I just put my lyrics into here and I told it to make it into a song, and this is what we get. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay in this global relay. Analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay in this global relay. Analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Central banks and global corporations run the nation. Military complex spread like a contagion with the wars they waging. Gaza stripped in flames, and we know just who to blame, cause it probably was the same man. Somebody who did that thing with the Nord Stream pipeline. Ultimate deception, playing it like some white lies. Propaganda keeps the masses watching all the news with. I'll start that back over, cause yeah, I started this song out talking about Gaza. Let's hear it one more time. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay in this global relay. Analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay in this global relay. Analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state.
Central banks and global corporations run the nation. Military complex spread like a contagion with the wars they waging. Gaza Strip in flames, and we know just who to blame, cause it probably was the same man. Somebody who did the thing with the Nord Stream pipeline. Ultimate deception, playing it like some white lies. Propaganda keeps the masses watching all the news with politicians in suits and preachers in the pulpit. It's all bullshit, smoking illusions, conspiracies, collusion. They propagate delusions to keep us in confusion. The grand chessboard, the creature from Jekyll Island, Epstein, Noriega, CIA, co-pilot, heavily redacted files and show trials for disgrace. Jones, Trump, Assange, and put it on display. Brainwashing practice got the hate misplaced, and this is still a new mixtape from the deep state. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay. In this global relay, analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay. In this global relay, analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Halliburton, Raytheon, JBL, Lockheed Martin. No big contracts given to the biggest monsters. Congress keeps investing cause they stocks make the biggest profits. And I know who the op is. Barry Central with Tim Osmond. Scoops by the door, skeletons in the closet. We're tired of corruption and all the silly nonsense. We need more discussion and less of the conflicts. But that makes the dollars and money is the power. They send us to war while they hide and they cower in their ivory towers. These are the last hours. It's time to make a change before they can devour everything sacred. Replace it with more hatred. Who will you blame if you ain't help fight to change it? They want to enjoy your freedom and faith. And you listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Halliburton, Raytheon, JBL, Lockheed Martin. No big contracts given to the biggest monsters. Congress keeps investing cause they stocks make the biggest profits. And I know who the op is. Barry Central with Tim Osmond. Scoops by the door, skeletons in the closet. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay. In this global relay, analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. Presidential assassinations on replay, no time to delay. In this global relay, analyze the facts, not the he say, she say, and listen to the new mixtape from the deep state. It's all bullshit, smoking illusions, conspiracies, collusion. They propagate delusions to keep us in confusion.
Oh, them bars went hard. He said, holy shit.
Rebels like work.
I don't know what the hell that is. That's not my shit. I tried to make some beats yesterday just to write so I can have some new music to write to. I redid Diamonds. One of these shits came out like a kind of a rock pop song. That shit sound good though. Is that the one? I think that's the one. Yo, listen to this shit. It's like country rock.
Now is the perfect timing. I'm gonna keep on rhyming. No more truth denying. So our kids can shine like diamonds. Oh, now is the perfect timing. I'm gonna keep on rhyming. No more truth denying. So our kids can shine like diamonds. Oh, if you wanna know the real, you can read the dollar bill. And the truth is so cold that sometimes I get the chills. And this world is so sick, it'll make you feel ill. But the only thing the doctor's gonna do is give you pills. Prescribe this, prescriptions for that. Addiction to barbiturates is the new crack. And you ain't gotta smoke it all, just take Marinol. Everything synthesized when we're headed, y'all. And they go cold, all the Bilderberg members. But Phoenix always gonna rise from the embers. Like the winter solstice in the late December 2012, Armageddon, just remember. You're here for a purpose and your life is worthless if you can't elevate your mind past the surface. Wake up all your chakras, become a new person. You are a living spirit, the creator made you perfect. Now is the perfect timing. I'm gonna keep on rhyming. No more truth denying. So my kids can shine like diamonds. Oh, 9/11 was an inside job. And a lot of people died, but you can't blame a lot. Muslims didn't plant them bombs, the planes hit the Pentagon. But you can't blame Bush either, he was just a pawn. And they hide all the facts, continue and carry on. So searching for the truth is like chasing leprechauns. If you want the problem solved, use brain over bond. I respect Alex Jones, cause the info was on. Barack Hussein I'm not a psychic, but this jewel is priceless. Yeah, this war is gonna change the place you call home. But when you're in Rome, gotta do as the Romans. But what about the Mayans, Easter Island, and Stonehenge? Too much pressure and stress and make your bones bend. I hope you do your own research when the song ends. If you wanna know the real, you can read the Bible. It's the perfect timing. I'm gonna keep on rhyming. If you want fit timing, I'm gonna keep on rhyming. Now is the perfect timing.
I don't know why it's taking so long for this tablet to download Twitch. I'm not ending the stream, but let me see something real quick, guys. And I don't have Twitch on either iPad. Actually, I never really used it that much. I had it on my phone one time. It seems like it's going faster now, but I started downloading this shit like minutes ago. That's really what I've been waiting on. So I think I will end the YouTube stream and try to do a Twitch this morning just to see, because a lot of people keep saying like we can get more views on Twitch, we can get more followers on Twitch, and get more people exposed to the art from Twitch. So I don't know. So yeah, just keep re-rolling a bunch of my old, not old, because I do have 3 new songs. Um, but I do want to write some new shit. Is my main thing. He said Twitch is very easy to get banned. Hey man, we don't do shit. We don't. Come on now, you know me. It's art and education. We don't do nothing provocative or nothing insightful or no hate speech and no content like this. Art and education. Only thing I do, I give trolls pushback. Now, if you're gonna come here and troll on some dumb shit, I'll push back against trolling a little bit, and I try to handle trolling as tactfully as possible because I really feel like trolling is this very, very odd thing that mostly young guys do, and they don't know why they do it. It's probably because it can be envy or jealousy and loneliness or um, there's not a lot of different things that could cause a person to be a troll. And so when people come here and be like, where'd you learn how to paint? In jail? No, I didn't learn how to paint in jail. Why? Have you been to jail before? Have you seen any really good artists while you were in jail? Like, I don't know. I just, like, I really try not to let trolls get to me. So, only thing I've been banned for before on YouTube is copyright infringements, and that's like playing other people's music or something. And so I really try to watch what I play. And I got banned one time for nudity for painting a nude lady. But I had appealed that and said, hey, this is art and education, and in your community guidelines, you said that's the only way that you will allow nudity on your platform if it is in a creative context or if it is in a informative, informational context. And I am both that. This is art and education, and I am creating a painting. And so they reviewed the shit and they let my channel come back on, and I can paint like nudes on here. Um, so I really do try to watch what I do. All right, we got Twitch. Twitch is up over here. Well, boom. All right, here's my Twitch. All right. Hey, and I guess we are also live on Twitch. So let's see. Um, can I pull up Twitch from here? Or can I pull up Twitch on my phone? Yes, I just got a Twitch notification. All right, that's pretty dope.
My Shiner's running for its life, but nothing's on it. Can I mute?
All right, that's good. So now, this is wow. I'm doing that. Doing the acid streams. Let's see how this is gonna work real quick. This is a lot. So I normally do a dual stream between YouTube and Instagram, but now I have a Twitch stream going as well. So we actually have a triple stream. We got a trifecta going on right now, which is pretty cool. I mean, nobody's watching this shit, which is that's not a bad thing. He said fuck Twitch, but man, look, bro. Yo, my setup looks crazy, bro. This shit look like some fake ass hacker scammer setup. I swear to God, it was like some fake hacker setup. Yo, it was good. Like I'm about to do a bunch of scam calls or some shit on somebody. We just trying something. Only because like so many people keep saying like Twitch, like 4 or 5 people be like, bro, why you don't stream on Twitch? Why you don't stream on Twitch? I was like, I stream my video games on Twitch sometimes. I was like, all of my shit is just linked to YouTube because YouTube has been here forever and I just use YouTube. And it's like, nah, bro. Like people do, and then it's weird too. Like when you go into Twitch and you go to live stream and ask you, are you gonna stream games or are you gonna stream in real life content? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna stream, real life content. And so they do have like, I guess, a different category or a different section for if you're gaming or if you're not gaming on Twitch. And I really didn't realize that. So, but that's one thing. But yeah, a couple people just like, like, no, don't just stream video games, like stream other shit. Which is, I was, all right, I'll give it a shot. I got 2 followers on Twitch. 2. I honestly think I'm one of them. So if you guys could help me out a little bit, if you want to go to Twitch, my account is Trap Prince. Because for some reason I couldn't use my Trap House shit. So that's me right there on Twitch, yo. Trap Prince 81 at Art and Education. You can see my little painting of me with the colorful background. Yo, go find this Twitch channel and follow my Twitch, yo. Trap Prince. I couldn't put Trap House Entertainment. And I couldn't put Trap House Prince. And so I was like, what the fuck, bro? I can't. Everybody got all these names. I'm coming to Twitch too late, man. Y'all, who got Trap House on this shit, nigga? Who stole my moniker? I've been using that shit forever. It's like, oh, sorry, you can't use that name. I can't use that name. That's my name. Trap House Entertainment. Who else? Who? Feel like an owl. Who's taking my name? New solution. This is what we need right now, people. We need a new solution.
A new world order is what the Bilderbergs are building. 9/11 false flags, now they making trillions. Trained all the terrorists, now they they wanna kill them. Martial laws coming, so think about your children. Say we need a bigger army, so they gotta train the youth. Mandatory military service, what they gon' do? 18 to 25, 3 months of boot camp. Sending money overseas and still can't get food stamps. 110 stories collapse, 10 seconds flat, man. How the hell they do that? You must be can't do math. When I talk about this stuff, a lot of people do laugh. Police they put you in a FEMA camp, too bad. The average person stressing the recession got us too mad. Big banks getting bailouts, the feds losing cash. Soldiers still dying every day. Out in Iraq, they trying to sell the country out. The people gotta take it back. Better read the Constitution, cause we need a new solution. 9/11 truth got me ready for the revolution. Fighting for my freedom, cause man, I think we about to lose it. If you really patriotic, now's the time to show and prove it. Better read the Constitution, cause we need a new solution. 9/11 truth got me ready for the revolution. Fighting for my freedom, cause man, I think we about to lose it. If you really patriotic, now's the time to show and prove it.
Why is there glitter on my shit?
NAFTA, gag cap and train, now they got the carbon tax. Plus they killed the Constitution when they made the Patriot Act. Now they got my phone tapped, cellular and all that. Tried to vote against it, but Barack Obama brought it back. Now they up on that too, spreading fast like that too. Better drop that fast food, start to read some damn news. Wall Street gang, try to play us like some damn fools. Things won't change unless the people make some damn moves. PrisonPlanet.com, InfoWars just drop bombs. I know the truth is scary, but listen up and stay calm. Unemployment rate, got so many waters still in rob. But the peoples in the towers really lost their day job. Uncle Sam getting over cause he thinking we dumb. Wanna be a slave or do you wanna fight for freedom? Black president, never thought that we'll see one. The president don't change things, this is just a rerun. NAFTA, gag cap and train, now they got the carbon tax. Plus they killed the Constitution when they made the Patriot Act. Now they got my phone tapped, cellular and all that. Tried to vote against it, but Barack Obama brought it back.
Alright, guys, we got that done. That is a wrap. So we about to pop this off the easel and I can hear myself. How am I hearing myself? Oh, I'm hearing myself on Twitch.
This is for them boys on the grind all night with that coke boy. Selling white, getting right, stuck in dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, let me know, boy. This is for them boys on the grind all night with that coke boy. Selling white, getting right, stuck in dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, let me know, boy. Some stay trying to run game. Turn gold, get it quick for a piece of that chain.
Yeah, we got this commission finished yesterday. We about to pop this off the easel and put our own art back on here and let this dry for a couple days. Hopefully by, I'm saying maybe by Sunday, this should be dry enough for us to varnish it. Varnish can dry within a few hours, so if I varnish it Sunday, it'll be ready to ship off by Monday. And so just to give it the little finger test. Let's see. Okay, no paint, and we'll tap, and we'll pull, and no paint. Still no paint there. Now I'm assuming that her shirt is wet. Parts of her hair may be wet. I'm almost sure like all the skin is done. So let me touch this black here. That black is pretty dry. That's good. Her hair. You heard the little It's a little tacky, but it's not pulling a lot of paint off. That's good. Let's see her skin here. It's dry. So I think really the main wet part is probably his jersey, because that's the last thing that I did was his shirt. So I just know for a fact that that white is gonna pull some white off of there. You can see that white paint. But I literally just did that a couple hours ago. So all the white and the red and black are still wet right there. But like I say, even that and it should be dry in a couple days. So by Sunday, I know the background. Yeah, that's all good. Everything's all good, you know. So yeah, we're in a good spot. I had re-rolled Dope Boys the other day with a different prompt. I put future bass on here. The future bass prompt gives it like some really cool bass lines in the beats. So
Dope boys, this is for them dope boys. On the grind all night with that dope boy. Selling white, getting right, stuck in dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, then let me know, boy. This is for them dope boys. On the grind all night with that dope boy. Selling white, getting right, stuck in dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, then let me know, boy. Sluts always stay trying to run game. Turn gold, dig a quick for a piece of that chain. Look, mommy, I'm a pimp, so your ass is lame. And you need a 9 to 5 if you're trying to get paid. I ain't blind, but I get around moving that cane. Got you all slugs that I'm moving your brain. I went kill a deal, and that's never gonna change. So every time I move, always show and prove. Everything that I do is to expand my game like chess moves. Niggas gotta play in the game. Motherfuckers get shot when they playing with the things. I murder on purpose, and it's all the same. Brother kill another brother, cops rush to handcuff us. The grave or the cage. And what about the baby mothers? M.O.D. And we're praying that the Lord love us. O.R.N. And I'm screaming at your mothers for them dope boys. On the grind all night with that dope boy. Selling white, getting right, stuck in dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, then let me know, boy. This is for them dope boys. On the grind all night with that dope boy. Selling white, getting right, stuck in dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, then let me know, boy. I pound a block hard enough to shake fools and jump rocks like earthquakes do. The corner always hot, but I know the place move. But agitate me and watch how this beat moves. I bang a nigga around his homie with the same tools. And don't give a fuck, we went to same school. Cause we some real gorillas, some real go-getters. And you'll know if there's a guy when he's for a picture. Taking niggas on track like a four-wheeler. You better zoom in tight, get a close picture. The beat say my shit right when it don't picture. I'm in the room all night, counting more digits. You need a cast on your rhymes cause your flow's injured. And I'm a master on my craft like a no ninja. You wanna know the truth, you niggas better start listening. South Crack got soldiers on a new mission. Dope boys, on the grind all night with that dope boy. Selling white, getting right, stacking dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, let me know, boy. This is for them dope boys. On the grind all night with that dope boy. Selling white, getting right, stacking dope boy. And if you feel like I feel with weapons concealed, let me know, boy. The face say my shit right when it don't hit you. I'm in the room all night counting more digits. You need a cast on your rhymes cause your flow's injured. And I'm a master on my craft like a no ninja. The face say my shit right when it don't hit you. I'm in the room all night counting more digits. You need a cast on your rhymes cause your flow's injured. And I'm a master on my craft like a no ninja.
oh Alright, so I just ended the Twitch. I said I don't have a big following on Twitch at all. Got two followers. I'll try it again another day. I will. But that's only because I really did mean to start on Twitch this morning and I didn't, so Alright, so this picture is done. We're done with that. Check that out. We can go back to this picture right here. I was working on his scarf for a while, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this morning. I actually think I'm gonna work on the one guy's hair. The scarf is a lot of colors in there, and I feel like the last 2 times that I was working on his scarf, I wasted a lot of paint because I had to get pulled away to do other stuff. So instead, I think I'm gonna save that scarf for last. And let's do other parts of the painting that don't need as many colors. So I think with his hair, we can just get some black, brown, and white. And yeah, let's see how far we can get on his hair this morning. Because the scarf is very, very tedious. Like I said, there's a multitude of colors in there. So I'll save that for the last session. And right now, after not being able to work on this piece for another couple of weeks, which is a good thing because I had a commission. And so I never want to turn down a commission because commissions help pay the bills. At my 9 to 5, I don't get paid a lot of money. And so my art definitely subsidizes my income. So I'm actually at my job, I make a little below the average, like just what the average American, I think the average American makes like 50 grand a year. I think that's like average is like 50 grand. And I just make like a little below that, but my art sales throughout the year helps me make like the average income, which is fucking crazy. Like, so when I do get commissions, I'm very grateful for them because I do need it financially. Man, I'm a starving artist, man. Look, man, I'm a starving artist over here. All right, there is some brown, but just how the light is hitting his hair looks gray. You know, the sun is just graying it out. But I just can't leave it gray like that. So I am gonna add. Let's put some black. We're gonna add some. Not yellow ochre. I need something deeper than that. Let's do raw sienna. We're gonna do black. Raw sienna. I'm gonna need some kind of red. A little, maybe this like Indian red, like a deep red. That's tight. And then we're gonna do white. I don't need a lot of that red. I think, yeah, the black and white are going to be the bulk of it. I might actually add a little purple violet oxide. A little bit of violet oxide. Once again, just so the highlights on his hair don't look like completely grayed out. Try to put a little tone and color in there. All right, we're going to get a lot of white here because that's going to get contaminated easy. So I'll be painting from both sides. I'll be painting from both sides of that. So this is what the palette looks like. Some ivory black, raw sienna, Indian red, titanium white, and some violet oxide. Just a lot of deep, rich colors, and that white will give us our tones for the highlights. Ooh, actually with that white, I see another part that I could probably play around with real quick too. Let me Oh, Instagram said they can't hear. So I don't know if that's on my end, because my Instagram streams are always choppy. So the part I want to focus on is this hair. But there are some details in that bandana he's wearing too.
Made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States.
Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah, and starting with what we can do on day one around. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President clear in the United States.
Will you commit?
All right, I'm stuck on Instagram. I'm sorry.
Do push-ups for what? If my back ever look like this, I ain't gonna do a sit-up. I ain't gonna.
But that's because somebody said that the stream couldn't get audio in it just now, so I just stopped the Instagram stream real quick.
Bro, I sent you this video because you are my bro. You are my bro. I can't believe you're my bro. It's so cool. Everything about you is cool. You're my bro. I have no complaints about you, bro. You are my bro, and you're awesome. And I couldn't have asked for a better bro. Man, I love you, bro. I'm obsessed with hanging out with you. Bro, you are amazing. Bro, I love that story that you told me once. I'll always be your bro. Bro, I sent you this video because you are my bro. You are my bro. I can't believe you're my bro. It's so cool. Everything about you is cool. You're my bro. I have no complaints about you, bro. You are my bro, and you're awesome. And I couldn't have asked for a better bro. Man, I love you, bro. I'm obsessed with hanging out with you. Bro, you are amazing. Bro, I love that story that you told me once. I'll always be your bro. Bro, I sent you this video because you are my bro. You are my bro. I can't believe you're my bro.
That's crazy.
How much do you pay for rent in Vegas? To have a tour?
Bought it in 2020. Now it's trapdoor house. This is set up always because my daughters like to do shows.
I want to stage at all times. Whoa, whoa.
Check this out. Just for when I don't want to take the stairs. It's my rules.
I gotta get one of those.
Yeah, this is our coffee cove. They're doing a magic trick. I used to be a magician. A hidden thing back here.
Oh my god. What do you guys use for streaming?
We got all the streaming services, but we do the bundle with Verizon to see if it's unlocked. Yeah, it's open. It's not open, it's closed. Give it a little tilt like that, and it opens up into the world's smallest magic shop. I sawed my baby in half, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. But the cool thing is,
Whoa.
it's $15. My dad was a magician before me. My uncle was.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, guys. I just got caught on this cool ass shit.
We found Waldo a little bit too late. So this is the coat closet. It's kind of strange. Yeah, you can open up that one.
All right, anyway. Yo, somebody just sent me a crazy ass meme. A real, rather. Why can't I just. Is that everything now? Jesus Christ. All right. Well, yeah, somebody said my Instagram wasn't having audio, so I turned it off, and then there was like a bunch of inbox stuff and memes, and that's how I always get caught on here, yo, because people send me so much shit on here. And I have to go, when I see like 3 or 4 things in my inbox, I have to go check it because it could always be a commission that's popping up, you know? I'm like, okay, let me check out. Somebody sent me some messages. And no, it's just a bunch of fucking memes and videos about funny shit. Which is cool too, but then that shit really gets me because I'm very susceptible to that, just like everyone else is. I was like, oh, this is funny. And the next thing you know, you're stuck on that shit for fucking 35 minutes. All right, what were we listening to? A bunch of Suno stuff. Let's listen to something else right now. And so I've been really trying to write some news stuff. I need beats. I need beats, man. Dane Calloway put out a new video about the
Too
debate
hot.
saying it
Kamala
was
Harris's
rigged.
plan will bring costs down. Donald Trump, he'd impose what is effectively a national sales tax. A Trump tax that will cost a typical family $3,900.
Yeah, see, this stream
We need a
buffers so much.
president
It's weird. I
fast
don't know.
cuts.
Sometimes I really don't know if I'm getting a
Life
good
doesn't
live
stop
on
when you're getting an
Instagram or not.
education. That's why Sophia offers self-paced, online, college-level courses that are designed to transfer. Access 60-plus courses for only $99 a month
Okay,
and
we can
start
skip
learning
that.
today.
Undecided voters got an opportunity to hear both sides of this presidential race last night. And I will be honest, just like I usually am in all of my videos and associated content, this debate was unnecessary. Most of the topics covered in this debate are topics that people already know about, except for a few things that I will cover in this video. I will present facts not presented or mentioned in last night's debate because the ABC moderators of this debate were biased in their perspectives on who they would fact check, which I find unfair. Just a quick heads up, I want to highlight that I am neither a Democrat nor a Republican. This means that you can expect an unbiased perspective in this segment, as well as in any of my other videos, both past and future. Now, moving on to the first question from last night's debate.
Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage.
And right there, just like he's pointing out, everybody says this. The first question. Immediately, you are playing on my fucking emotions. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why did she do that? Well, I was raised as I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about your upbringing. The same way I don't give a fuck about Trump's upbringing. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He asked about the economy, and you go into this fucking weird ass story about you as a little kid, and you have this tone in your voice, this inflection, and this pander and cadence that you. I was born in a middle class family, and you're really just the tone of your voice and your cadence and the words you're using. The story you're telling, you're trying to play my emotions off the top. I was like, whoa, 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 why are you doing this? Immediately. Soon as she said, I was raised in a... Are you gonna tell a story about your childhood? What is this? This motherfucker said, is the economy better now than it was 3 years ago? Is it better now? And I listened to this first response, and in the first 10 minutes, I'm like, I'm already done. I'm so done with this shit. This bitch is not gonna answer nothing. YouTube, Instagram. This stream for both platforms, YouTube and Instagram, this stream is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional in any field. I do not hold any degrees or certifications. So do not believe anything I say, because I do not give out advice, whether it be political, financial, medical, religious, scientific, or otherwise. If I say anything that you think may be true, I always advise you to do your own research and figure this stuff out for yourself, because I am wrong most of the time. And I am wrong most of the time because I am only doing this for entertainment purposes only, and you should not take anything I say seriously or literally. And for Instagram and YouTube, entertainment purposes only. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Omizu. Taylor Swift is not a psyop. You have to say that more than once, Big Rob. We must Taylor Swift is not a psyop. 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 Come on, let's keep it going. Taylor Swift is not Taylor Swift is not a psyop. Yo, from Michigan, what it do? Motherfucking Dembski. Yo, Dembski, if this is your first time in the stream, welcome. This is Art and Education, and we always want to greet people by saying Taylor Swift is not a psyop. Taylor Swift is not a psyop. Say it with me in unison. Taylor Swift is not a psyop. Just like Meg Thee Stallion wasn't a psyop. Just like Dick Cheney's endorsement, it's not a psyop. Hey man, we just talking shit now. This is fun. This is all fun and games, man. Ain't nobody taking nothing over here serious, man. It's just all fun and games. Yo, 136 Specs. What up, bro? How you doing this morning? Yo, 136. Taylor Swift is not a psyop. Just trying to spread the word so everybody know, what the bird is. The bird is the word. And the word is Taylor Swift is not a psyop. We must understand this. Dick Cheney, he was the vice president. He was also the president of Halliburton, endorsing the new president, or new Democratic nominee for president. This is not a psyop. Even Putin can see through this shit. Putin was like, you know what? I like Harris. I think she should be the president. He said, you can tell she's doing a good job because look at her laugh. It's so infectious. Yo, when Putin is trolling, come on, man. This motherfucker he like 70 years old. How you getting old motherfuckers like this to troll? I'm making small coffee house oils on breakfast that I made with drawings I did years ago. Ooh. Nice. I appreciate it, bro. So our future self can look back and be like, you know what? You worked hard at that shit, bro. You did a good job. I wouldn't be where I'm at now if it wasn't for you, my youngest self, being so diligent all them years. You know, you really helped us out, man. You looked out for us. Now look at us, man. We in museums and galleries and international shit. You know, you owe it to your future self to stay the course. Didn't you say you was gonna do it? And then do the shit. Just do it. You know, what? Quitters never, and winners never. All right, we all know that shit. It's so cliche, but it's very, very, very true. You know, how you build a wall, brick by brick, bitch. One brick at a time. Some days you'll put 1,000 bricks down. Some days you'll just put a brick down. Just one. But that one still helped make a fucking wall. That one brick is just as important as the 1,000 bricks that came before it. And it will always be as important as the thousands of bricks that come afterwards. Because one brick by itself is just that. It's just a fucking brick. But thousands of bricks together become structures. And walls and buildings and homes and libraries. Places for worship and places for knowledge and education. Places to escape the elements. But you gotta lay all the bricks down. You gotta lay all of them down, man. All the bricks. That's it for today. Don't ask for no more goddamn philosophy at all. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? That was enough. I appreciate you leading us into that with the favor to your future self. Lay them bricks, build that wall. Cause it'll all add up in the end. It'll add up in the end. I feel like I need a little bit of oils on here. Let me try to thin this out a little bit. Man, did I just contaminate? I did a little teeny smidget. It'll be right though. You ain't gonna be able to tell because it's going against this really, really dark background right here, so it'll still look pretty white, even though it's not absolutely white. Alright, that's gonna go up a little higher, about right there, and then, what's this? Right, something like that. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this dang Callaway back on. But like I say, everybody noticed exactly how he's starting out this his evaluation of the debate. Just the first question. And I can show you the text messages between me and my friend. That's my word for the way. That's my word for the way. Off to build peace. I know that's right. So nothing stays in politics, you mean? Yes, I didn't listen to the entire debate that night because I had worked the day before, so I was already up at 4 o'clock that morning, and I thought the debate was going to start at 8, but it didn't start until like 10. So I was sleepy, fell asleep, and finished listening to it the next day. But my buddy texted me and they were like, "So what did you think about it?" I was like, "Well, initially she tried to play on our emotions. Listen how just the tone in her voice. I got that text message, yo. I have the text messages. I was like, I don't like the tone in her voice. She always sounds like she's talking to a fucking kid. Bitch, I'm not a kid. And then she's trying to play with our emotions by telling these weird stories to start with. Like she did not have a straightforward answer, and that's after being coached. You know that was a coached response, which is wow. That's fucking wow, bro. Like that's the best response you and your whole entire fucking team can come up with is, well, I grew up in a middle class family. You know what, bitch? You're lucky. You're super lucky. I don't think middle class is average right now. Once again, the average American income is only 50 fucking grand. Most people are not middle fucking class. So if you're trying to connect with us on a certain level, you can't. You're still not. Because I wouldn't consider myself middle class. I have a job. I'm just above broke. J-O-B. Just over broke. Just a little bit over. I'm barely above broke. You know, because I have a job. But you slept around with motherfucking mayors and governors and TV celebrities, and then all of a sudden you're like this wonderful advocate for justice. I bet you're a goddamn opportunist who married some rich Jew and ain't even get that motherfucker kids. I don't think she has kids, does she? She's one of them career women, you know, who don't really see the value in having her own family. She didn't hijack somebody else's family. Anyway, I'm digressing. Really, real heavy, and all my biases are showing, and I'm just so frustrated. Like I say, because that was my first analysis of the first few minutes. Is like, this bitch is not gonna answer this question. And it's not that she's not answering the question. On top of that, you're fucking playing with you're trying to have this tone in your voice that plays on my emotions. Bitch, you're not a guidance counselor. I don't need a guidance counselor. I need a fucking global leader. Don't talk to me like this. Even way more disappointed in fucking Trump, dumbass. Like, and I wish I could just show y'all all these text messages, and because my friend was like, well, you know, Trump prepared for this thing. No, he didn't. Trump does not fucking prepare, and a lot of his people on the inside said this motherfucker will not prepare for these things, and that really harms him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they go over talking points. Well, you know they're gonna talk about this. You know they're gonna talk about that. But does he have like a rehearsed response for questions? I really don't think this man does that. And his team doesn't like that he doesn't do that. But you can clearly tell. And I said that because now, like, so I didn't finish the whole thing. So now I'm texting as I'm watching, going back and forth. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is freestyling, and she has clearly been coached. He's like, well, he's probably been coached too. I'm like, he doesn't do that. This motherfucker always prefers to go off the cuff. And most people don't like that. He goes off prompter. He speaks off the cuff all the time. That's him. You can tell this dude is freestyling his shit right now. I've been in freestyle battles before. I know what a freestyle sounds like, and I know what written material sounds like. You can't come to a freestyle battle with written material, and I don't care how you present it. You can tell that it's fucking written and rehearsed, no matter how you say it. Bro, those aren't bars coming off the top of your head right now. It's not. You did not just think of that. And it can be like some of the simplest shit. And then sometimes a motherfucker can freestyle some immaculate shit. You be like, yo, how the fuck did you just do that? And you can tell it was real though. I don't know if other people have that ability or not, but you know, in certain instances, I can kind of tell if a motherfucker is, if that shit is rehearsed or not. Bitch, you rehearsed and you still not. That's your rehearsal. I'm like, that's wow. That's what they gave you to tell us. Wow, bitch. And then Trump even pulled it out. He was like, oh, that's just a sound bite. They told her to say that. And it's like, it's because it's so obvious. He had to point it out. And then he gets fucking pushed back for that. Like, bitch, that's obvious. It's obvious you're coached and this is rehearsed. And you're still not doing a terrible job, but you're still not doing a great job either. You're not fucking selling this shit like you really believe it. We know you don't even believe this shit yourself. You just want to stand there because you have monetary gain and different options and opportunities career-wise as being the leader of the free world. An opportunist. That's all this bitch is. Major opportunist. And I said that too. I said, hey, that's all this lady is an opportunist. She doesn't want what's good for us. And now I'm to the point where I'm unfriending people. Literally, I've never, ever unfriended people behind political views or political ideologies. But now, even the Obama thing, because I really think people who voted for Obama were just dumb as fuck. I'm like, bro, like, why? And then it's like, okay, if you voted for him the first time, I kind of understand it because his campaign was so good and he kept talking about hope and change. I get that. So if you voted for him the first time, okay. But if you voted for him the second time, it's just like, why? Why did you vote this dude back in there? But you wouldn't vote Trump in there for 2 terms. But you voted Obama for 2 terms. So now, even then, with that shit, like, I know people who voted for Obama twice, and it's just like, all right, I'll still be cool with you. But now, this time around, like, yo, if you are blind enough or brainwashed enough to really think that Kamala and this Democratic Party is the best way for our nation to move forward right now, if you really believe that, I can't associate with you. I don't feel like we're on the same intellectual level, and you don't have the same understanding of how dangerous this party is right now to our nation and to our global community as a whole. And you're a dangerous person if you really think that this far left Marxist dumbing down, defunding LGBTQ movement is what's good for our people right now. If you really think that, then I can't fuck with you. And it's just social media. That's all. So I just don't want to see the things you post and the shit you talk about, and you don't have to see the shit that I post and the shit that I talk about. And it's just easy as that. I'm not gonna unfriend you in real life. If you want to have a debate face to face or talk face to face, that's fine. Truth get uh, truth gets obvious in art. Also, the time you have spent on this work shows appreciated. I remember seeing Bush present his art book and was amazed. He was he was an idiot. Yo, he's an idiot savant, man. He's an idiot savant. Because it is weird that Bush is actually a pretty good artist. He's a pretty decent he's a pretty decent painter. But then you gotta ask, why did Epstein have a picture of him with a paper plane in front of two stacks of building blocks that were knocked over? Very peculiar painting, to say the least. Why did you have a painting of Bush sitting on the ground, Indian stance, looking really childish, with a paper plane and a stack of tumbled blocks? I need you to make that make sense, Epstein. So yeah, a lot of our stuff right here. 10 minutes into the debate, Trump 2024. This woman is playing a character. Nope, definitely don't like her. Dang, I don't get that from her. I thought they both started off strong and the rest spoke for itself. I hope they get a few more of these in. She's been heavily coached, probably went over her responses for days to get them memorized. Trump is freestyling. His answers don't seem planned or rehearsed. Being really into law and government, I can guarantee you they were both coached. It's literally a part of the race. Each candidate has a team that literally tells them what to do and not to do and say because, well, politics and analytics. Personally, Trump seems to start to be start to be unhinged. Men are known for being direct, and many times he didn't answer the question. I was generally interested in the answer that never came. Camilla did it a time or two as well. I feel she just did a little better job touching on the points she was asked. He was pretty calm at first, and she seemed nervous. Trump normally speaks off the cuff, goes off prompter all the time. His talking points have talking points, and what, dang, I can't even read my own response. Having talking points and having a rehearsed response are two different things. Still watching now. Wonder if she will say what she wants to. Wonder will she say why she wants to adopt some of his policies like a border wall, healthcare, and tax cuts. Her tone and cadence are all set to emotions. The story she keeps trying to tell to connect on an emotional level doesn't work with me. We don't need a student counselor. We need a leader. She twisted his words with the "it's going to be a bloodbath." I'm done. LOL. She's a joke, and I think she's very dangerous. Even the hosts are helping her. He does, and I feel like he usually messes himself up doing that. Some people may like it, but to me, that's untrustworthy trait. His team has his best interests. They wouldn't prepare crap for him. There were opportunities for him to really hammer some of his policies that he had on record. Instead, he took the time to bash Biden. She did have a lot of emotional appeal. It's not for everyone. I agree, though, we need a leader. We're not doing that good all around. No one voted for her the first time. Why? She was the first to drop out because she had the lowest support. What's different about her now? She's a character, not a real person. The system is afraid of this man. She's the new Obama to keep the system in play because there is a real chance to change things. Even Putin said he would rather have her as president. Think about that. RFK, Vivek, and Tosi. He has the dream team. He donated his presidential salary when he was in office. She's the one who had millions of donor funds within 24 hours of Biden stepping down. Now she's saying Putin wants to take over Europe when we all know that's a lie. Anyway, I went on and back and forth throughout that whole thing. And then I finally sent these right here, and I said, I got these two videos, and I said, she's an opportunist. Probably why she married a rich Jew.
He's a rogue, all right. Notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women.
Now, the look on her face when that reporter said, "Are you his daughter?" She paused for a second. And the look on her face was, "Bitch, you know good and goddamn well I'm not his fucking daughter. Why did you even ask me that? Why are you getting me on fucking camera right now?" That's what she wanted to say. But she smiled and played it off, and she said, "No, I'm not." She did a really good job playing it. But right then, that first second, when as soon as the question was finished being asked, that's who she is. Watch her face in her response. This is who this lady is right here. Watch her face now.
Notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women.
It's only a split second. You can't hardly catch it. But if you can read people, you catch that shit in their eyes. Yo, she's like, "Bitch, what the?" No, I'm not. One more time, yo, because that look she gives just is fucking crazy.
Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women.
Yo, she almost cursed that bitch out. She almost cursed her out, and she held it back and smiled.
Long before she met Doug Emhoff, she dated some prominent men, including in 2001, former talk show host Montel Williams. Back then, he was the famous one and had to introduce her to the paparazzi.
So Montel was fucking her in the butt and the other young chick at the same time. He got two bitches on his arms, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So she was already a groupie horse slut from the one dude that she ran over and been a groupie horse slut for this other dude. Both of them very prominent men. You know, she tried to stick with black dudes. And there's no telling like how many other motherfuckers came in between that, and by the time she met her Jew husband, another very affluent, well-off person, she's a fucking opportunist. This bitch is an opportunist. The mayor, Willie Brown, she was fucking him. That dude was married. And she was fucking him, and he, I think he was governor or mayor of some city in California, and he was the first person to actually like give her like any kind of status. That's why she was hanging around his ass at all the socialite parties and shit. Cause he was the fucking man. Nobody don't know who the fuck you is. Nobody don't know who she was at all. Are you his daughter? Who are you, bitch? Who are you? Are you his daughter? And then Montel was like, Camilla. You'll know who she is. Camilla. You'll know. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he used to be the man back in the day though. You know, he had his little, you know, daytime talk show with the little dangly earrings. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, fit, handsome man and fit and well-spoken. And once again, had his own daytime TV show. You know what I'm saying? He was up there with Oprah and Maury Povich and all these other motherfuckers, yo. Montel Williams. Even this little theme music. I used to watch this shit, yo. I remember that shit. But once again, he was a celebrity. And he was what we know now as a high value man. And what do high value men get? All the bitches they want. And you clearly see right there, he got 2 bitches on his arm at some whatever party, event. Montel. Paparazzi trying to, get some pictures, for the paper. Daytime talk show host Montel Williams out a night on the town with 2 beautiful women. 2 beautiful women. Who are these bad bitches he got? Oh, come to find out, one of the bad bitches was yeah. Oh, one of the bad bitches was this bitch. Oh, damn, bitch, you was a groupie hoe? Oh, you was a groupie hoe. This nigga call your name on camera and you just sit there and smile and nobody don't know who the fuck you is. Man. That was just in 2001. That was 2001. Right before 9/11, 20-something years ago. So, you trying to tell me you went from fucking Willie Brown and to whoever, and then fucking this dude, and then somehow, like in 2 decades, you just, on your own accord, in your own esteem, and your own efforts, you just work your way up to like all these high positions. Yeah. Okay, piss on my leg and tell me it raining. All right, piss on my leg and tell me it raining, dog. Do whatever you want to do, man. Goddamn, steal my watch and then tell me what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you can do it. Just go ahead. I'll be all right. I believe it all. But somehow, this bitch, the best candidate for president. Come on now. She say, hey, willing to be a team, a player. Tell him again, Rob. I need that shit in all capitals with some exclamation points. Hey, we just talking. This is not real. Nothing I said is true. None of the videos I said are real. All this shit is fake shit for entertainment purposes only. We're just having fun. That's all it is. Just talking and joking around for entertainment. We're just entertaining ourselves here. Art and education. Entertainment purposes only. Jeez Louise, guys. Shit getting kind of thick. Getting kind of, but when people be like, oh, so what did you do? Your research on the internet? Yeah. Well, you find your facts on YouTube? If you look hard enough, yeah, you can find some shit on YouTube from years ago. Not even that long. We ain't talking about like the 80s or the 90s. We're talking about it's in the 2000s. Who you was hanging around, lady? Who dick you was sucking? He was the what? Oh. It ain't what you know. It's who you know. And apparently, she liked knowing very affluent men. And not just knowing affluent men, she likes going to the parties with them. Both of those clips were at parties. What do you do after those kind of parties? What do you do before those kind of parties? How do you get invited to that kind of party? Why are you at a party with this man and he has another woman on his other arm and your boobs are all out? She had some pretty nice boobs too. I can't even lie. I ain't gonna lie. She had some boobs. Cleavage looking nice in that dress, Miss Harris. So you 59. So you're about 39. In your late 30s. Yeah, girl. I know Montel banging that back out, bitch. I know he'll bang that bitch. Hey, and had the young Joan with the camcorder record this. I'm just saying what I would do. That's all. Me in a situation like that. You know, because the other girl looked younger. The other girl looked younger than her at the time. So what you do is you make the young girl record the start where you make her hold the camera. And so, because the older one, she already got some miles on her, you know, so she can take like the punishment a little bit better. And so that way, you get the young girl behind the camera to start with and punish the shit out the old head. So the young girl can know what's coming now. You're going to stay and you're going to take this same fucking punishment. Or you can leave right now. But, you know, just let her see what she in for. Because if you let her go first and you get the old head on the camera, the young girl, she might quit and give up. You know? She might quit. I can't take no more. Nah, little bitch. Gotta let her get that motivation in there. You see how she do it? Do it like that. How did we get here? Hey man, what the idiocracy, man, idiocracy. Yeah, I swear to God, bro, like Trump first term when he was running for president, I'm like, why would anybody vote for a reality TV star? Ain't this motherfucker had a TV show? Why would y'all vote for this guy? He's an actor. Why would you vote for an actor as a president? That shit didn't make any sense to me. But then, when you start looking into Trump, yo, this motherfucker just a different type of person, yo. This motherfucker is, in most ways, a sleazy ass businessman. And we all know who normally come out on top, right? Sleazy ass businessmen. They know all the ins and the outs and all the fucking loopholes. Got that gift of gab, and they can sell ice to a penguin, water to a whale. Sell a cup of water to a drowning man. You know? And that's very good traits. That gift of gab, bro. That shit come in handy, handy. So I was like, well, can't trust this motherfucker as president at all. But then when you look past a lot of that, you still got to realize that Trump is American. He was born and raised in one of the biggest cities in the world, New York City, and his family has a legacy there. And his father and his father's father and everybody in his family, all his lineage kind of, I don't know, they were probably sleazy ass businessmen too, but they did whatever they had to do to get their family legacy as robust as it is. And I think that Trump really, really honors his family and appreciates what his family has been able to build and to give him, and the lifestyle that he's been able to have and provide for his own kids. You know, because he got baby mamas. So I think that Trump is a fucking hardcore American white male, yo. And the white American male loves his country. And I really think that that motherfucker wants what's best for his country. Same way everybody else wants. Like Putin wants what's best for his country. A lot of leaders just want what's best for their people. Period. And there's not like I don't think he has like a super alternative motive. Have you seen Trump with Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali winning an award for developments in New York? I did not, bro. Somehow send me that picture, bro. I'm on Instagram, man. You on Instagram? If you're not on Instagram, still send me that shit some kind of way, bro. Send me. I want to see that shit. I seen him with this old picture of Oprah Winfrey and Don. Damn. What's that motherfucking name? What was Mike Tyson's old manager from back in the day? Then there's pictures of him with everybody, yo. I got this one video, him sitting in the studio with fucking G Unit. Yeah, G Unit, the rap group. Motherfucking 50 Cent. Well, 50 wasn't there, but it was Tony Yayo and some of the other guys from G Unit. And Trump just in the studio chilling with these niggas. And it's like, didn't he date a black supermodel one time too? And everybody like, he's racist. Like, if he's racist, he's not very good at being racist. I mean, when you think about it, when you think about the definition of racism and what a racist person is, and like the actions they take, like yeah, Trump's not a good racist then. Well, he even in the debate they were like, oh well, he wouldn't let black people rent his apartments, and I don't know if that's true or not. But wherever Dave Chappelle lives at, Dave Chappelle says that his city wanted to build like some low income housing. We know who moves into low income housing, and he voted against that shit. Went to the city council and was like, we do not need this shit and we do not want this shit here. We do not want it here. And if you build low income housing in the city, I'm moving the fuck out of here. Because you know it's gonna bring in the poor blacks and browns. And Dave Chappelle said that shit. Some people just don't want that shit around them. And so did Donald Trump specifically not let black people rent his apartments? I don't know. I don't know if he didn't specifically, if he had some kind of shit on the lease saying, oh, no coloreds or no Negroes or whatever. I don't know. But I can see how some business owners or some property owners will greatly like consider who can live where. It just is. In this area, like I have a pretty decent home. If I ever move out of this house and I rent this property out, I would be very, very anal and exclusivatory about who I would rent my property to. Trust me. I always look like a crackhead when I be smoking this weed. That shit wild, yo. I just looked at myself on the stream with the pipe and I look like Smokey. Shit.
Who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambitions, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing. And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children.
Wait a minute.
Provide a $6,000 tax cut so that young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, and buy clothes for their children. I noticed that Trump did not note what his opponent would say during a debate because he could have followed up on her statement by asking her a simple question. Like, in his voice, it would have been, what large number of Americans cannot afford cribs, car seats, and clothes for their children? Since she needed to clarify who precisely she was referring to, let's assume she's referring to families living in poverty. In most cases, multiple nonprofit organizations and even local state government programs that have been around for years give these items to those families.
I work for a nonprofit organization. We have a storage room filled with formula, diapers, cribs, strollers, goddamn anything anybody can need. Car seats. Matter of fact, we have a new car program where we're helping families get low interest car payments. The one girl, she just got a 2016 Dodge and 2 car seats for her kids. So yeah, what portion of America can afford car seats and they need a $6,000? Because once again, there are programs out there.
For free. So suppose you want to help people experiencing poverty, and
even at my gym, for a month now, because school around here just started back, and it's still there now. There's a book bag drive, and that box has been filled and emptied like 3 or 4 times. Like every week, it's filled every week. Book bag drive, school supply drive. Communities normally do that. So that is a good question. I never really thought about that. Like, yeah, well, I did think about it, but then on top of that, it's like I do work for a really good organization. But then at the same time, there's tons of places that do the same thing. Like I say, even my gym has a school drive and book bag drive, and so yeah, when families can't make ends meet every time, there's always some kind of way. So let's focus on something bigger than that, and not just this very small demographic of the population who need car seats and cribs or whatever. Once again, if we can get the black vote, and then they're trying to get all the women vote. Most women don't like Trump. And there are more women in America than men. I think they almost outnumber us like 2 to 1, honestly. And then women wonder why men cheat so much. Because you're a shitty person, and there's more women out here. Duh. I might take a bathroom break. This coffee started to come out.
You don't increase the prices of everything they need to live an everyday worry-free life in America, including housing and food at the grocery stores, gas, electricity, water, and even their medical bills, which would include their prescription medications. Oh, and taxes in general shouldn't even exist, especially since the majority of the taxes Americans pay are funding the likes of millions of illegal immigrants and their well-being while squatting in communities in America unwarranted, under her watch as the current vice president. Now, let me remind you that the question asked was,
when it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid.
She completely danced around the question and didn't provide a statement, not even remotely answering it. That's manipulating millions of viewers using psychological methods to make them question their sanity or powers of reasoning. I just gave you the definition of gaslighting, and she did much of that through this debate.
And you see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that she and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again and even better.
And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you on this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook. A bunch of lies, grievances, and name calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again.
We're very proud of Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working.
We asked working Americans what they think.
$5 a gallon is the highest historically it's ever been.
I've never seen it this high before.
We have to choose between, am I going to fill up my car all the way or am I going to buy a prescription?
I feel it every time I fill up. My first year of driving, I'm having to deal with an average of 503 across the nation.
It's hard to say when everything you're making is going out for groceries and gasoline.
Families right now are living paycheck to paycheck.
Bidenomics is working.
The food prices are astronomical. They're unaffordable. It's hurting everybody.
I do without a lot of things that I shouldn't because we can't afford it.
Everything in the store is double the price.
Wait a minute.
But there's how much cap going on right now. There's how much cap. There's how much cap going on right now. There's how much cap.
The ABC moderator should have fact-checked her statements during her response, but they did not, leaving viewers to believe that Trump endorses Project 2025. She even alluded to Trump's plan as being Project 2025 twice, without any moderator fact-checking her and correcting her about this false claim.
If Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor that would be monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages. I think the American people believe that certain freedoms, in particular the freedom to make decisions about one's own body, should not be made by the government.
Thank you, Vice President Harris.
Well, there she goes again. It's a lie. I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas. I guess some good, some bad. But it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before.
In my previous video called This Is What They Don't Tell You, I exposed that Kamala's campaign administrator admitted to a CNN reporter that they know Trump is not part of Project 2025, but they will say it anyway. I'll leave the link to this video in the bubble above in the top right corner and the description so that you may watch it once this video concludes. Even though this portion was not necessary to debate, it was done with the female ABC moderator's intended purpose of assisting Kamala with displaying her full support for American mothers.
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump, you've often touted that you were able to kill Roe v. Wade. Last year, you said that you were proud to be the most pro-life president in American history. Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In your home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed first course and said you would vote to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
Kamala's previous work as the Attorney General of California proves that she doesn't care about American mothers because she locked up California mothers who cannot take their children to school or missed a few days from school, separating the children from their mothers. Unfortunately, Trump did not mention this, but I did in my previous video called They Thought We Wouldn't Notice It. The ABC moderator tried to fact-check Trump when he said,
Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
So the reason I'm doing that vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, is doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay with me, hence the vote.
She made a statement as if it were a fact 100%, but it was actually incorrect to a certain degree. She said,
there is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born.
Again, even though that is true to a certain degree, in its proper context, there are currently 7 states, including the nation's capital, that have no term limits on abortion. This can be easily checked, but this exposes that the moderators are biased in their questioning and fact-checking. For example, the states of Colorado, Maryland, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and the District of Columbia have no restrictions on any stages of abortion. It's legal up to birth for elective abortions with no gestational restrictions, leaving the decision up to the doctors and the mother and the father. The bottom line is that depending on the situation of the fetus during and after birth in these states that I just mentioned, they will allow a process called perinatal palliative care, which does result in it being legal to, quote, life-limiting, end quote, a baby after it is born, according to a peer-reviewed article written and published by the ACOG.
See, there's some people who not just gonna let all this shit slide like we don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month.
Come on.
Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask that question?
Why don't you answer the question with your
Because
veto?
under Roe v.
Answer
Wade,
the question with your veto.
you could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th
That's
month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the governor, former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
President Trump, thank you.
We're going to turn now to.
We have heard Trump mention that the former governor agreed with this, and I've since fact-checked this, and he is correct, because the former Virginia governor, Democrat Ralph Northam, endorsed it in 2019, which is probably why they cut Trump off.
There was a very contentious committee hearing yesterday when Fairfax County Delegate Kathy Tran made her case for lifting restrictions on 3rd trimester abortions, as well as other restrictions now in place. And she was pressed by a Republican delegate about whether her bill would permit an abortion even as a woman is essentially dilating, ready to give birth. And she answered that it would permit an abortion at that stage of labor. Do you support her measure and explain her answer?
Yeah, and I wasn't there, Julie, and I certainly can't speak for Delegate Tran, but I would tell you, first thing I would say is this is why decisions such as this should be made by providers, physicians, and the mothers and fathers that are involved. There are, when we talk about third trimester abortions, these are done with the consent of obviously the mother, with the consent of the physicians, more than one physician, by the way. And it's done in cases where there may be severe deformities, there may be a fetus that's non-viable. So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So I think this was really blown out of proportion.
Similar to legislation signed by former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, it is called the Repeal Act, and it was introduced as HB 2491 by Delegate Kathy Tran, a Democrat of Springfield, Virginia, in 2019. Listen to Kathy Tran's statements as the House subcommittee questioned her about this bill.
This bill would remove the following statutes: trap or targeted regulations of abortion providers, removing language classifying facilities that perform 5 or more first trimester abortions per month as hospitals. It would repeal Virginia's informed consent mandatory ultrasound and 24-hour delay. It would repeal the requirement that second trimester abortions be performed in a hospital licensed by the State Department of Health. It would repeal the requirement for 2 additional physicians in cases of third trimester abortions.
Delegate Tran,
Yes, sir.
how late in a pregnancy would your bill apply if a physician was simply willing to certify that the continuation of the pregnancy would impair the mental health of the woman? How late are we talking about?
Well, so the way the suggestion that we've made in the bill is to say it's in the third trimester and at the, with the certification of the physician. So
how late in the third trimester would you be able to do that?
It's very unfortunate that our physicians, witnesses were not able to attend today to speak specifically.
No, I'm talking about your bill. How late in the third trimester could a physician perform an abortion if he indicated it would impair the mental health of the woman?
Or physical health.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking about the mental health.
So, through the third trimester. The third trimester goes all the way up to 40 weeks.
Okay, but to the end of the third trimester.
Yep, I don't think we have a limit in the bill.
So, where it's obvious that a woman is about to give birth, she has physical signs of that she is about to give birth, would that still be a point at which she could request an abortion if she was so certified? She's dilating.
Mr. Chairman, that would be a decision that the doctor, the physician, and the woman
I
would make
understand
at
that. I'm
that
asking
point.
if your bill allows that.
My bill would allow that, yes.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border
That's
security.
crazy.
You know, it's an issue that's important to Republicans,
Yeah, that is
Democrats,
wild.
voters across the board in this country. Vice President Harris, you were tasked by President Biden with getting to the root causes of migration from Central America. We know that illegal border crossings reached a record high in the Biden administration. This past June, President Biden imposed tough new asylum restrictions. We know the numbers since then have dropped significantly. But my question to you tonight is, why did the administration wait until 6 months before the election to act? And would you have done anything differently from President Biden on this?
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transnational criminal
But-
organizations for the trafficking of guns.
There again, she won't. She just, both of them, her and Trump. And people are trying to criticize Trump. But I kept catching this. Bitch, answer the question. You're not, oh my God. You're not answering the question. So, I'm the only person on this stage, there's only 2 of you, that has prosecuted trans international criminals coming across the border to California. We have one of the largest borders. Bitch, why all the illegals in here now? Now, why are they here now? What have you been doing to stem the flow of people now? I don't give a fuck what you was doing in goddamn Cali, bitch. You in DC now. Oh, it's a different ball game. What you doing, man? What you doing now? Nobody was watching the Instagram stream earlier, and then like I say, one person popped in and was like, "Oh, you don't have any sound." But I might try one more time. I got 28 emails. Why? Junk mail, junk mail, junk mail, junk mail. Okay, junk mail, junk mail. That's junk mail, junk mail. That's me signing on to Twitch. Junk mail, AAA. And yeah, I don't need any of those emails. This is all trash.
This was the first person you shot. I'm Nigerian. I can't sound it. Oh my God. No. The oddest of things, Nigerian and Puerto Rican. You probably like the one woman Sharif will leave any woman for. Come on, Mom. You know that shit. That nigga is in love.
Oh boy. I have this in a really, really long text message. I'm sorry, guys. Why does that sound like rain?
Drugs and human beings. And let me say that the United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, came up with a border security bill which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help those folks who are working there right now overtime trying to do their job. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States. I know there are so many families watching tonight who have been personally affected by the surge of fentanyl in our country. That bill would have put more resources to allow us to prosecute transnational criminal organizations for trafficking in guns, drugs, and human beings. But you know what happened to that bill? Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress and said, kill the bill. And you know why? Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
Now, let me remind you that the question asked was,
But my question to you tonight is why did the administration wait until 6 months before the election to act? And would you have done anything differently from President Biden on this?
Kamala disregarded this question and inserted a dilemma that allowed her to segue into blaming Trump for the reason they had open borders under Biden's administration, as if an executive order could not close the borders immediately under her watch as the current vice president. So that was a deflection tactic. And it also included a distraction that would allow Trump to not respond to the question at hand.
And I'll tell you something, he's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first, and I pledge to you that I will.
Whoever coached her to recite these statements for sound bites perfectly designed it so that Trump would fall right into this trap. If I were judging this debate, this is where I will give Kamala a point because her team's deflection tactic was executed effectively. However, this also means that she is not willing to own up to her mistakes or bad policies that affected America throughout her time in office. The open border policy was on Biden, but it was also on her because Biden assigned this mission to her to create a better immigration process.
What's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
I just want to clarify here, you bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
But
television.
the people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the
say
city
my
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President
find
Harris,
out.
I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You're talking about extreme.
Again, the ABC moderators are fact-checking Trump, but did not fact-check Kamala once during this entire debate. Was Trump wrong for saying what he said? No. So what was he referring to? I'll play a video for you.
Trump's Project 2025 agenda concentrates power solely in the hands of the president.
Cutting Social Security benefits, higher taxes, restricting abortion rights.
Donald Trump wants to take our country backward, but we are not going back.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and like, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits. So like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans, they're running into buildings, they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like,